Hi, this is Vernon Reid from Living Color, here for Guitar World, and these are some of the riffs that I've written for the band Living Color. That's Middleman, and it's a song first song I co-wrote with Corey Glover. And, you know, just the riff came and the lyrics fit on top of the riff, and the rest was it. That's really the first tune we wrote together. And I still play a lot and have a great deal of affection for that song. Of course, there is the inescapable Yeah. So there's Cult of Personality. Yeah, that was a special day. We were in our spot in Bushwick, in our loft, above the refrigerator repair place. And Corey was singing some lick to me, and I stumbled on the riff. And basically, the four of us, the song put itself together. We were just in the room. So that was very special, for sure. Yeah, man. So that was Behind the Sun, and that putting that together was really special. We were working with our producer Andre Betts, and I don't know, man. It was just something different because you hear tapping, and tapping is used primarily for improvised, for playing, for soloing, whatever. And in this case, it just occurred to me there was a way to do something interesting with a part. And it's kind of a weird, almost like a quasi-sequence, in a way. And we basically built the song around this weirdo riff that, me being a weirdo came up with. So, yeah. That's the riff from Ignorance is Bliss, the intro riff to Ignorance is Bliss. And that was from the third record, Stain. And, we're just kind of doing little, I don't know, man, we just kind of were messing around. And the riff somewhere between me and Doug Wimbish came up with parts of it, and we just kind of all jumped in, and it all started to become this other weirdo thing. I say weirdo, but I love it. It's not weird. It's normal. You came up with this very normal kind of jazz odyssey-like riff. That's like the main body of Desperate People from the first album, Vivid. Yeah, it's something about that riff, it was very Led Zeppelin influenced, for sure. That's from Solace of You. And it's interesting that, because people said it's like a Soukous South African rhythm, and we wrote that song while we were on the Steel Wheels tour. And we were backstage, and we started talking about wanting to do something with an African feel to it. And eventually that became what the song became. And it's funny thinking about that, because the other song that has a kind of ethnic kind of rhythm to it is and that's from Glamour Boys, from the first record, which, interestingly enough, I wrote that song, and it was about shopping experiences downtown. That first record, Vivid, is really like a journal of what it was like in the earlier part of the 80s. It came out in 1988, but really so much of that record is about what was going on in 1983, 82, in my life as a young person in the city. And Glamour Boys was about just really snobby people. There were a lot of them, and back then, and it came out as a kind of calypso, which is a bit of an homage to my Caribbean roots. My parents are Caribbean. I was born in London. I was brought to the States when I was 1.5. Brooklyn. So all you hear is Brooklyn in the house with me and my accent. Anyways, it just kind of came out that way. When I was coming up, I heard all kind of music. And the great thing about my parents is my parents never told me what was good or bad. I just heard it. So I would hear the Beatles. I heard Led Zeppelin. I heard, The Who. I heard The Mighty Sparrow. I heard James Brown. I heard Sly Stone. I heard Hendrix. All of that. And it just kind of got in my brain, just all mixed up. So that's what you hear when you hear Living Colour. A mixed up brain. It's been real.